everybody, my name is Fabi, welcome to my channel. Here I chronicle my year studying abroad so I can help you guys find your own adventure. And I am in the literal middle of an adventure right now. I'm here in my hostel in Berlin. I've been, for the past 3 days I was in Cologne, and I just kind of wanted to show you guys where I am. Here's my dorm, and I want to talk to you a little bit about hostels because this is like an important part of every sort of cheap travel arrangement. So basically a hostel is like a hotel where you have shared bedrooms. Like you can see I have 2 bunk beds behind me, and it's just, you know, a place you share a room with other people. It's a very sort of dorm, college dorm sort of feel. It's usually about 20 bucks a night or 20 euros a night. Both of the ones I've stayed at have been 20 euros a night for a gendered room. As you guys know, me and gender don't get along, but I'd rather be in a room full of women than in a mixed room. I think just for my own comfort is better. They usually have like a few little options you can choose from. Basically, you can either choose to have a single room by yourself, you can have a double room with a friend, you can have, you know, a dorm like this. They either have like 8 people, 6 people, 12 people, whatever. Depends on the hostel, depends on the place, blah blah blah. Every place is different. In the one I was staying in Cologne, it was a gender room of 8 people. So there were about, I want to say like 4 other girls in the room at the same time as me. It was never filled up to the brim. Everyone in these sort of places is usually a traveler or someone that's just doing the same thing as you are. So it's a very friendly feeling. So let me show you around. So here's my bed with all my shit. And here are the lockers. These are important because people steal things, right? So here's my locker, and this is more like a glorified closet, really. And then, you know, there's one for everyone in the room. Closet space is something you really have to look for when you're looking into booking a hostel, because people steal things, and that's just part of life. Why does it keep looking like I am not in focus? Anyway, for example, the one I was in Cologne, the lockers were not that good. But here, they're like a little closet with like a key and everything. It's like incredibly useful. I love it. The entire idea of the hostel is you stay there for as long as you need to. You know, you pay every night, however much it is. You can either book in advance, and sometimes they'll let you extend your stay. It's a communal place, so for example, they're usually going to have bathrooms that are for the floor, or for, you know, the one I was just in Cologne is a bit smaller, so it had, you know, room for men, bathroom for men, bathroom for women, and a shared bathroom in case you were brave enough to share a bathroom with, you know, whoever you wanted to. And they're usually going to have a dining space of some sort. Some of them will have kitchens, some of them won't have kitchens, some of them will offer free breakfast, some of them will have free Wi-Fi. I am the kind of person that I would rather have the free breakfast and the free Wi-Fi. Pay a little bit more for that because, first of all, the free breakfast is just something you won't have to worry. I think the hardest thing to find is breakfast in general, so having something that provides you breakfast, 10 out of 10 would do. Free Wi-Fi, again, like fucking, how do you live without free Wi-Fi? I don't. Anyway, just, it's a connection to the world. It'll make you finding things. If you want to go somewhere, you can look it up in the hostel before you leave, and you're not like struggling. If you don't have data, if your phone doesn't, because you're from another country, you don't have roaming or whatever. Very, very useful. The best place to find a hostel, I would say, is hostelworld.com. They have a lot of reviews. This is not sponsored, by the way. They have a lot of reviews of every category. They tell you, you know, if they have free Wi-Fi, free breakfast, free lockers, if they have bedding. Sometimes they won't have bedding, sometimes they won't have towels. So it all depends on the place, and I really recommend do your thorough research when looking at the place. What do you want to see? What do you want to be? Where do you want to be? For example, the one I was just in Cologne was a little bit farther away from the main attractions of the city, like the cathedral and stuff, which is like the main staple of Cologne, but it was in like a student area. Because I knew I was going to a concert, I felt safer being in that student area because things are open later. So when I got out of the concert at 11 p.m. and I made it back to the hostel, there were lights out, there was people on the streets, it wasn't empty, it wasn't scary. And here I am, I think about 10 minutes away from, what's it called, the fallen Jewish people monument, which is the one that people like to take stupid selfies in and stand on and be incredibly disrespectful, as well as the gate that I can't remember the name of. I am like a 10-minute walk, so that's fine. And then I have a bus stop and like a metro right outside, which is also very helpful because I think Berlin, the things are a little bit more spread out, especially because you have things in East Berlin, West Berlin, and all that mess. This is not in the city center per se, but it's close enough that, you know, you can, you know, 10-minute walk or take the metro for a couple of stations and you're there. There's some etiquette I would recommend following when it comes to staying at a hostel. Same like sleeping in a dorm room, you just don't want to be an asshole and you don't want to like make your roommates angry. So I recommend, if you're coming in late, just try to be as quiet as possible. If you have to get up early, try to be as quiet as possible. If you are not a clean person, try to be as clean as possible. Just be a decent person. Make sure you make everyone feel welcome. You don't want to be like your bed have to be the pigsty of the room, because then, you know, everyone's gonna look at you like, no, thank you. This is really my second time at a hostel, the first time being Cologne. I am very, very new to this. Like, that's why I am making this series, because I think it's better to learn along with someone rather than just get all the information dumped on you by someone that already knows everything. I'd rather show you my mistakes like I have with other flights, and I'd rather show you, you know, my wins as I go along, like these 2 bookings that have been fantastic. The one I stayed in Cologne is called the Black Sheep Hostel, and I 100% recommend it. It was so cute, so like quirky and adorable that, you know, I really, really liked it. So for this one, you know, I got here like an hour ago. So I've not really learned. It's a lot bigger. It feels more like a hotel with, like, it feels like a dorm room from a college. So it's a lot different. The other one definitely felt like a backpacker's place, and it was like really nice, and they had free breakfast and free pasta and all these things. So but yeah, thank you guys so much for watching. Let me know some of your hostel experiences, and if you've not had any, where would you like to visit? Honestly, it's so good to have these options available to you. It's a lot better than say staying at like a Days Inn type place. It's a lot cleaner, and it's a lot cheaper too. You'd be surprised, because I think a Days Inn for like a double, like 4 people room is like $60 a night, and if you don't have 4 friends with you, then you fucked. So yeah, I'll see you guys next time. Make sure to share this video to teach people that have never been to a hostel what to expect, what not to expect, what to look for, what not to look for, and all that mess. And I will see you guys next time. Bye!